Alright, thanks Sam for explaining the risk involved. So my name is Tal or Johnny, and I'm in charge of explaining the co-diagnosis of mental health and substance use disorders, and also the funding. So let's go on about it. So before we actually go on, let me talk about the substance abuse and mental health and how they correlate. So substance abuse closely correlates to a person's mental health status because oftentimes substance abuse is a coping mechanism. So within the slide, we can see a chart of 3.1, and this chart explains the results of the implementation of a mental legislation for each country with guidance of WHO, World Health Organization. Within this chart, we can see that the progression of mental health being more relevant after 2005, as most countries did not know or did not want to believe that mental health is an issue. We can see that all 4 countries that we picked, which were United States, Russia, France, and Portugal, are within this chart. We can understand that mental health and substance use disorders are both being recognized, and policies are being put in place, are being reformed to help the people in need. Let's talk about France. Within an 859 pool of surveyed people, 1/3 of homeless people in France had at least one severe psychiatric disorder, and 1 in 5 were alcohol or drug dependent, who were also at risk factors for severe psychiatric disorders. Alright, so Portugal experiences lifetime mental disorders is above 30% and substance abuse 1.6% in comparison with other European countries. So the burden of mental disorders such as depression, alcohol addiction, and schizophrenia has been seriously underestimated in the past due to the fact that traditional approaches only consider mortality figures, ignoring the number of years lived with the disability caused by that illness. So what the United States can learn from Portugal is reduced participation of patients and families, low number of scientific publications in mental health issues, limited response to the needs of vulnerable groups, scarcity of promotion and prevention programs, the implementation of evidence-based practices in mental health needs to be supported by adequate payment mechanisms, and early detection of mental health disorders. Prevention early in life is what the United States can also learn from Portugal's mistakes. Alright, Russia. So 40.4% of Russian patients had a serious alcohol problems out of an 841 patient clinical study for mental health and substance abuse. And let's talk about the United States now. So more than 1 in 5 Americans will come across substance or mental health condition. So this can come from the lack of awareness of resources prevents such Americans from receiving adequate treatment and support. One of the few programs, the Mental Health First Aid, is a program that teaches 5-step course on how to identify and understand and respond to a person in a crisis. Mental Health First Aid funding only acquired $15 million, which is a very small amount. Therefore, funds should be more available for the United States. All right, thank you.